Ready? Woo-hoo-hoo! That never gets old.
I don't know much about Tesla or the Cybertruck. I'm not much of a car guy. I drive an old Tacoma. But an opportunity fell in my lap to go do a tour and a ride along with the Cybertruck. And I couldn't pass that up. If you're jealous, that's okay.
I am just green with jealous rage right now.
It was really fun. Hope you enjoy the video. There's no door handle.
Nope, just got to push the button.
Oh, I see. All right. Just like this?
Yep. And then there's no joysticks or no like handles. So
Yeah.
you got to push in the brake and then go like that.
Will you do that again?
Yeah. So this is park. So you got to put in the brake and then pull it back like that.
Touch to shift.
Touch the shift. That's
Oh
what
my
it
God.
is. Yeah, it'll turn on a dime right here. We haven't taken it full off-roading yet, but we'll get there.
I mean, we have this dirt lot.
Exactly. Do
Sounds
some
like a movie.
donuts. All right. Then we put it in park there.
Well, should we start with the screen?
Yeah. So we got different modes here. So we can go ride height. You can change to high, medium, low, or entry. So it'll drop like the, height of it.
Right.
Then we got.
What is the typical height just for regular road cruising?
So to go like fast and be aerodynamic, you'd want to do low. So it'll lower. And then like high would be like off-roading because you've got like 18 inches of clearance. And then the cover here, like, see the cover back there, if you just hit the button, it'll close. So
Yeah.
when you're in that mode, you can't see out of your mirror up here. So
Right.
you've got to push this in. And if I went to start, see how the camera is your, like,
Your
instead of
rear
mirror.
view, okay.
Yeah, because you can't, because the cover's blocking it.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, the cover is over the truck bed, and then it covers the back window.
Yeah.
And so then your rear view mirror
Yeah.
becomes
Becomes
on
the
the
camera.
screen. Yeah, the camera instead, right?
So that's what you're always looking at. And then your turn signals, there's nothing here. So you'd hit this, and then, the camera would show you. We should use the mirror, but got that. And then you go to the left. That'd be that there.
It's just a button.
Yeah. And then you
Did
got
that take you a while to get used to?
Yeah.
I mean, you're still getting
And
used to
this
it, I
steering
think, right?
is kind of like weird, because this is a full turn.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So that's a full turn. It
So you
doesn't
can't
go all the
really-
way around.
You can't really drive with your hand on the top of the steering wheel.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because it's touchy. And then you got the bazooka thing here. The bazooka windshield wiper, which is like, a missile here. So,
It's a samurai sword. Dude.
yeah, exactly. That's what it is. And then you got different, the towing and hauling. We haven't done it yet, but you've got trailer mode. And then here you've got sport mode, which your acceleration would be fast. And then the ride and handling is focused. So this is like really touchy. And then rider height is low, so it's aerodynamic. So you got off-road mode. And this just puts it in,
4x4, yeah.
And then you got overland and Baja mode. And you got Wade mode, which that's where you go through the battery. Or that's where you go through like, a big puddle like over there.
Oh, this protects the battery from water damage.
Yeah, so if you put it in Wade mode, it'd probably take a few minutes, but it would like airlock the battery.
Oh, okay, I see.
And then we've got, it's charging. Then in the back, you've got outlets. So you've got like a 240 plug-in, and you've got a 120 plug-in. We'll show you when we go back there.
Yeah.
Different power feeds. Autopilot isn't on yet in this, but it will be. And then you got different lights. So see how these are red right now?
Okay, yeah.
You can change the color where, any color you want to do. So at night, this is what would illuminate in the car.
What about the navigation? So Maps works with... Are you connected? Does your phone connect to this too? I mean, to link your Spotify and things like that,
Yeah.
like media?
So this is my Spotify, LinkedIn.
Yeah.
And then something that would be cool is we got like light shows. So like on the toy box.
The toy box.
You've got...
What does that mean?
So this is just kind of like Tesla's toy box. So the boom box, it would play media outside of the truck like a speaker. So you can play a song like you're at a tailgate or something.
All right.
And then you've got a light show, which we can film. We get out of the truck, but it does like all the things, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, gotcha.
So you'd schedule a show, and then it'd play this song, and we'd hit confirm. So when we get out of the vehicle, it will play this, light show. So we can do that. And then you've got, romance mode. You and the lady want to get dialed in. You can get cozy. So get the fire going. The heat starts to play, or the heat starts to come out.
Yeah. The air shifted immediately when you hit that.
Yeah. And then you got the little crackling going on.
So romantic, JB.
I know. So it's getting the vibe set in here.
Yeah, dog.
And then you got Mars mode, which it would transform your maps to Mars. So if we go down and we look at navigation here, this is us, and we're on Mars now.
Kind of looks like it back here.
Exactly. And then we've got, you can actually play, if, I don't know how to do this, but you can create tracks in here, like you could add these instruments to a track and form like a, like a electronic song. So people that are more musical could do this one, but you can do it. What else we got on here? You can do the fart noises. So you could do it on turn
This is
signal.
probably the most useful feature.
Yeah,
in the Tesla,
exactly.
right?
Yeah. So you hit this. Make, that was Logan there.
Yeah, sorry.
So we got that. And then what else we got here? You got calendar. Got messages. Oh, you got theater, which is pretty cool. So you could do Netflix or YouTube.
While you're driving.
So we could pull up Logan's YouTube channel here on the YouTube. Let's go. So you could sit here while you're charging or hanging out and play the best YouTube channel out there right there. Hit subscribe. And then these two are like charging. So you could hit this, and it would charge the phone.
Built-in charging pad right there in the dash. Yeah.
Yep. And then we got, some room here. And then you got a screen in the back. You can watch Netflix and power all that stuff with that back there.
Oh yeah, double screen.
Yep, so you got a kid in the car seat, put on their headphones, they can watch Netflix or YouTube right there.
The entire roof it's a sunroof.
Yeah.
Going all the way back. Does this black out or change colors or anything like that? Do you know?
I think when it rains, it'll have like a sheen color. I'm pretty sure when it rains on the glass, but that's the only time it changes.
Okay, I mean, it's pretty heavily tinted. It's like maybe it's hard to tell on camera here, but it's a kind of a bluish hue.
My plums, beautiful bluish hue. The sun just dancing right off of them, just nice.
Yeah, and you got a little, that there's pretty nice. And then these are all touch. So, you hit that for your interior lighting. All touch there. Then that is the hazards right there.
Yeah.
Okay, got off.
It's so roomy down here at the base as well.
Oh, I know, yeah.
I mean, where your feet go, there's so much storage, I feel like that.
I know. And something that's funny, if you have a dog in here or any Tesla, a lot of these have a bunch of wires under them, but these don't really have it. So the dogs, if you're trying to block them from getting up here, I have a little wiener dog, he'll just walk up, under here.
Like he can climb from the back seat up to the front, you mean?
From under the seats.
Oh. Okay, because there's more clearance than a typical car, you're saying.
Yeah, because most of them have a bunch of wires.
Gotcha, right.
And then the only place there's a Tesla logo on this whole car is on the front.
There's no logo on the interior at all?
No, there's no Tesla logo.
What is the Foundation series? Do you know what that is?
So they're only making a few thousand of this Foundation. So if you were like an early buyer, then you get Foundation.
Okay.
So they're not going to make this again, really.
So is this one of the first Teslas in Tennessee?
As far as I know, like the third or fourth in Tennessee and then the first in Knoxville. So we were the first delivery in Knoxville. Well, I ordered it like 4 years ago, and then I think I was like 3,000th or something. So I just had it ordered 4 years ago.
Wow.
And then got lucky and got the VIN and we got it, so.
Did you design any of the interior here, like this white leather
So that's
paneling,
only
or-
going to be in the Foundation series.
Okay.
So we didn't design anything, but in the Foundation series, you have bigger tires, white, interior here, and then you got full self-driving, and then you get the Foundation badge, on the truck. So there'll only be, as far as I know, like a few thousand of them.
And then the interior here as well, this paneling is, what would you call this sort of
Yeah, it's like
finish?
I don't know what it is, but it's a little different. And then to get out, you press this little button. Got the windows. If you hit, if it didn't work, you'd pull this up to get out.
That's like, okay, an emergency latch.
Yeah, like if the electronics didn't work,
Okay.
or let's say your battery died,
Okay.
you'd pull this to get out.
Yeah.
But, normally you're just going to hit that button and it'll pop open and you get out.
All right, let's try it.
So as far as I know, this is the only place on the whole car that has Tesla on it, right there.
So that's less than an inch.
Yeah. So everything is Cybertruck, here. And then this is, a small little frunk on there. And then Foundation series is there on that. And then here, this is how the cover, closes, so very hard to break into. And then you push this to go up. And then to drop the hitch, you got to push this button. Then it'll drop. And then here you got a little cooler. You could use it as a cooler or just storage space.
Yeah, that's pretty roomy.
Yeah. So people use it as a cooler, I've seen.
Do you have any plans for it?
Probably so. Tennessee tailgates. And then here you got 240 power, so you could weld or whatever. Then you got two 110s. So you could do a lot of that, when you're tailgating or whatever.
You
are
could
out there
set
working.
up your TV for the tailgates right
Yeah,
here, man.
absolutely. Charge your
No more
devices.
Jennies.
Yeah.
No more generators.
Yep, then these are lights you can do. So you can turn them on or off, but you've got like lights in the bed, which is convenient. And then here is the trailer hitch to put like a ball in, but you got to take these off and then it will be exposed.
Take the panels off there.
Take this panel off. Yeah, there's like little clips that pop out.
Gotcha.
And then, yeah, you can tow with it.
Do you know much about the wheels and the tires? Can you put any tire on this as far as
I think
Or
the
is it-
Foundation series has a special like 35 inch. So I think these are just made for Tesla, is my understanding. Oh, here it is. That's the button. Drop it. Okay, so we're on high mode right now. So this is as high as it gets. This is the lowest it gets. So this would be like entry mode to like get into the truck. So that's entry. Then this is low. So that would be like when you're in sport mode. Medium is the like normal mode, you know, to drive. And then, you know, high is what you would do for off-roading.
you're in
Yeah.
high now?
Yeah, it's raising up.
Oh, I see the tail end raising slowly.
So I think it's the most clearance on like a stock truck at like 18 inches. And then you want to see if this back wheel kind of turns in like reverse.
Yeah.
So that's how like tight you can cut like that.
Yeah, go all the way to the right now.
All the way to the right. So no problem there with turning. No problem with turning on this one. Even though it's massive. So I'm gonna play this light show. I think you'll like it. All right, I'm gonna schedule this and we will do the light show.
What is the funniest reaction you've had from somebody?
Funniest reaction.
You said you went to Buc-ee's yesterday, right?
Yeah, Buc-ee's
Or
was
did you
pretty
just get
funny.
swarmed by a mob?
Yeah, so we were in a car next to this, like my other car, and we were sitting in that, and people would come up. So I'd honk the horn from the app and flash them, and they all thought that it was the truck, get mad at them for taking a picture. And then this morning I was driving my daughter to school, and then we forgot her lunchbox, so we pulled in this parking lot, and this lady tailed us and like pulled up and said, "What is that?"
Yeah.
So, I mean, you just drive here for a few minutes, you'll have everyone taking pictures. All right, so let's see what mode we're on here. So let's go to sports mode here. Ready? Woo-hoo-hoo! That never gets old.
It's like a roller coaster.
Yeah. So energy's pretty good. I mean, we charge it every night at the house, and it charges like 5-6 hours to have like 90%. Because you don't want to charge it really above 80 on daily driving, because it hurts Tesla batteries if you do that every day. So
When is the optimal time to charge it? When it's below 20%?
yeah, I mean, like in a perfect world, you charge it when it gets low. But it wouldn't hurt it to just charge if you're at like 40% and charge up to 80.
Have you noticed that the Cybertruck is the same level of like road noise as your other Tesla?
I mean, for a big truck with 35-inch wheels, I would say the road noise is really good.
Yeah, no,
You
it
know.
is.
All right, we'll do a loop here. And then you got that decelerates like that, and it charges the battery when you let off the gas. That's just the engine slowing it down. I'm not even braking.
You didn't brake at all there?
No, that's the engine. So you never really have to use a brake. So that's just the engine pulling you down.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. So then, like, when you stop, you're fully stopped, you don't roll. So really, you never use the brake that often. Here, you definitely use the brake. And I'd say it brakes pretty good, but it's definitely not like a so like here, it gets around the turn real nice. So that's a decent amount of noise, when you're coming down or you gas it, you hear the engine just light up like you're in a spaceship.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what it feels like. I think that was probably the Tesla goal, huh?
So no problem pulling out in traffic. You can always take off.
Does your other Tesla have this same steering wheel?
No, it's just a normal one. So this steering wheel, it's not too hard to get used to. I mean, you can go here and you're like this, but it's very touchy. I mean, I'm just turning like this and it's already going over there, so kind of keep it even because of the precision steering. So that's like a full turn right there. And I mean, the shocks are pretty good when you're coming on, like gravel like this. It feels pretty
it feels
good.
great. Yeah.
So it feels like driving just a normal, you know, almost like a sports car, but it's a tank. So you don't feel like you're driving a tank with it, which is awesome.
Bulletproof doors. Should we give those a test?
Not yet. Maybe one day. I have to put a 9mm on the side just to show people.
You've had a Tesla for a couple of years now,
Yeah.
and then you put in an application for the Cybertruck 4 years
This was
ago.
actually the first thing I ordered. I always wanted a Tesla, but I ordered this. It was only $100 to like reserve.
Mm-hmm.
And then it didn't come out. So I got a Model 3. I mean, who knew if this was coming out? It was kind of like, crazy.
The extended deadlines.
Yeah,
right?
and then COVID and then all that.
Okay.
And then we got a Model Y this year. So just love Teslas. I mean, once you drive one, it's hard to go back to a gas vehicle. So we just always had this in the order, and I'd check every day to see if I was going to get the bin.
Mm.
And then I was flying to, where was I going to? The Dominican Republic, and it was like 4 a.m. and I got the bin. Or it said, hey, you can like officially order. So then we ordered it and then waited. I think that was in December. Yeah, December 16th. And then we got the VIN assigned like 3 weeks ago, and that's kind of when you know it's coming. And then on Friday last week, so like 4 days ago, they said you could pick it up and it'd be the first one.
When you transitioned from typical regular gas vehicle to Tesla, what was the biggest noticeable differences for you there?
I would say the convenience of having a full tank of gas every morning is nice, just because you plug in. So then it's like you never go to a gas station. The power is always fun, just because any Tesla is going to be fast. So you can just take off, whenever you want, which never gets old. And then like the full self-driving, where it drives itself, is very convenient, just, when you're driving places.
How often do you use the self-drive mode?
Interstate, like every time.
Yeah.
If you're on country roads and stuff, I usually don't. But like any interstates or highways, I will.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you just sit here and it drives, and you have to touch. So that's like super convenient. And then just no maintenance, I've driven my other one 140,000 miles, and I've just had to do tires, not even brakes.
Yeah. You never take it in for an oil change or anything like that?
No, that's super convenient. I hit a deer in it like the third week I had it, and it didn't even mess anything up. So it was good.
And the deer?
The deer ran off, so I mean, I clipped it.
Wow.
And it ran away, but it was good.
Okay.
Now, if you hit a deer in this thing, it's going to be okay. Nothing's going to happen to this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, apparently Teslas don't harm deer either. So.
Yeah, that's true. They're very green.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you've got the other convenience, just your phone is your key, so you never have to keep up with keys.
Oh, how does that work?
So basically just on the app, that's your phone key.
What if your phone's dead?
You'd use the actual like key card, which is like it looks like a credit card, and you could hit it, but you never have to really have a key. And then if I wanted to share a key with you, I'd just text you a link and you'd have a key to this, and I can unlock it and everything from the phone. So it's very convenient. Someone's like, I need to get in your car or whatever, you just send them a key to their app, and then you can delete it after they use it, but that's convenient.
So a one-time access code kind of thing. Yeah,
because you could go here and be like, who are the drivers on this car, and you could delete them, if you didn't want them to use it again.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to go back, get in another vehicle, and you just have to remember.
That's how I feel with my phone. I have a one of the folding.
Yeah.
The Samsung
that's
Galaxy
awesome. I haven't
Z
seen
Fold.
one of those.
And yeah, I feel like I'm never going to go back to a regular phone now.
Exactly. It's just once you have some, it's hard to go back, no matter what it is. As long as it's good, I guess.
What is your prediction for Teslas in the market? I mean, do you think that you'll slowly begin to see a lot more Teslas on the road?
Like Cybertrucks?
Cybertrucks or just regular Teslas as well. I'm not too familiar
I
with
see a
them.
lot of people driving them now, but
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like when you want to buy a red car, you see a lot of red cars. You know,
Yeah,
like
the phenomenon,
your
yeah.
glass is broken, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I meet a lot of people that have them, and when they have them, they usually don't go back. So I think, you know, there'll be more just because someone gets one and then they're like, this is what I'm always going to get. But you really got to have a charger at your house for it to be like convenient.
And that has to be installed.
They have ones that you just plug in normally that come with the car, but you'd want to get one installed that's like more high powered.
Yeah.
And then you can get apps on your phone that turn it on when electricity's the cheapest. So, you know, electricity's typically the cheapest at night, like from like 12 to 4 a.m. because no one's using
okay.
energy.
Mm-hmm.
So then it just kicks on and then you get like really cheap energy. So like to charge the car would be like $3
Yeah.
to get
For a full tank.
300 miles. So like on gas, that'd be like, you know, depending on your car, it'd be like 30, 60 bucks, you know?
Oh yeah, easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. To fill up my truck is $55, and for the Cybertruck it's $3.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, cost of ownership is cheaper in, like, a Tesla. I'm not saying this car, but I'm just saying, like, Model 3 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it is cheaper to have that than, like, a loaded Honda Accord.
Have you heard any rumblings about a Tesla motorcycle?
That would be awesome, but no.
You can do it, Elon. We believe in you.
We do. If he did this, he can do a motorcycle. So, that would be awesome.
Yeah, and then the next generation of the Cybertruck will have a ramp that extends out the back
That would be amazing.
with the push of a button, and you just cruise the Tesla motorcycle right into position, and
Lock it down.
off you go.
Off you go. We got an electric dirt bike, like the little Segway thing. You can go like 70 miles on it. So we've been loading that in the back, and you can take it, you know, wherever. And you could even charge the motorcycle. That one we have,
Yeah,
the
the
little
plug
dirt
back-
bike.
right back there,
You
yeah.
just plug it in,
Sure.
so you could go off road.
Is the best way to ruin a Cybertruck to put some cheesy bumper stickers on it?
Probably.
Are you gonna slap your company's branding on the side?
Yeah, it's getting wrapped.
That's
next
what I was
week.
expecting today. I thought it was gonna be wrapped when I walked
Well,
up
they
today.
went and got measurements because they haven't done it, and like the measurements aren't on spec, like where they get their designs.
Sure.
It's not there yet, so they had to measure it. And then this is in a parade next weekend, where we're at like the front of the line in this parade, so we're gonna try to have it done by then.
Yeah, cool. Who's gonna be in the truck bed during the parade?
Maybe my daughter handing out water or something, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Mule Day,
get a
Columbia,
hose.
Tennessee.
Oh yeah, Mule Day. I'm familiar with that.
You've heard of it?
Mhm.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. And then also, I mean, it's got to be a safe vehicle, you know. Anyone hits you, I don't think it's going to hurt this thing.
Well, how does the safety work? Is there airbags in like basically every single direction?
Yeah, so there's airbags like all over this thing, but also it's just full steel, so if you hit any other car, it's just going to kind of like go through it. So,
Oh my god.
like they've published some wrecks, so yeah, you got the airbags, like you got one in the front, you got two in the front, really. Two, one on the side driver's seat, one on the side mirror over there, then you got one on the side, or two there, then you got two there. So that's how the seats would pull up, you know, like that, so you got
Oh, yeah,
more
nice.
room if you need. Like that on there. And then fingerprints are crazy on this thing, so that's why you got to get it wrapped, because every time you touch it, it's like a fridge, you know, just shows. So it's hard to keep it clean.
Can you turn on all the cameras, the
Yeah.
full camera view?
So I can just show the front and the sides from this screen. That's kind of a cool angle though. It's actually the first Tesla to have a camera on the front. So no other ones have a camera on the front. So it's really convenient so you can know like how close you're coming up to it.
Yeah, to the curb there.
Because it's hard to like see like how close you are to something without this because it's just so long.
Feels like driving a boat almost.
Yeah.
It is very, very long.
Very long.
Very long.
And then you got the rear there.
The frunk.
The frunk, yeah. I don't know what that is. Oh, that cleans the camera if you click that.
Oh, wow.
Learn something new every day. But yeah, man, that's the boy.
Thanks, JB. Appreciate it, man.
Absolutely.
That was fun.